Greetings, horror fans! Today, we're taking a closer look at one of the most iconic villains in horror movie history, Chucky, the homicidal doll. From his first appearance in the 1988 film Child's Play, Chucky has been thrilling and terrifying audiences for over 3 decades. But despite his popularity, there are still many facts about this notorious toy that even the most die-hard fans may not know. So get ready to delve into the twisted world of Chucky as we present to you 10 facts you didn't know about Chucky the Doll. Whether you're a seasoned Chucky fan or a newcomer to the franchise, we guarantee you'll learn something new and be amazed by the sheer scope of this terror-inducing icon. So sit back, relax, and let's get started. Before starting the video, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. Number 10. The original drafts of the script didn't feature a possessed doll. The tale of Chucky is so well known that even those individuals who have never watched the film can describe its plot. Even though the story of the killer doll that was possessed by a serial murderer hunting for souls is well known by everyone, the original proposal for the movie involved a very different plot. Earlier versions of the screenplay depicted Andy not as the kind and naive owner of Chucky who was being deceived, but rather as a disgruntled and angry child who was always striking out. In this interpretation, Andy's rage and his desire for retribution were transferred into the doll, allowing it to act on its initiative and kill people. Number 9. Chucky's name is a nod to 3 real-life killers. Charles Lee Ray is the name of the evil spirit that inhabits the more well-known doll as Chucky. However, most people refer to the doll as Chucky. The name is amazing because it manages to sound sinister and ominous, while simultaneously seeming like a very ordinary name that anyone living on your street could have. In other words, the name is perfect in every way. This is because it is a combination of 3 different serial killers' names. Lee Harvey Oswald, who was responsible for the assassination of John F. Kennedy in 1963. James Earl Ray, who was responsible for the assassination of Martin Luther King Jr. and Charles Manson, who was responsible for the murder of Marilyn Manson. Number 8. The doll in Child's Play is created out of puppetry and not CGI. Regarding movies, Child's Play is the master of practical effects. The doll was brought to life through sophisticated animatronics to ensure it appeared as realistic as possible. If the doll appeared on the screen, it would take about 11 skilled puppeteers to maintain it in motion and give it an appearance of life. Its use of practical effects almost entirely defines the first film in a franchise. They're responsible for the doll's distinct personality and the atmosphere it generates on screen. It was a lot of effort, but it was worth it because recent films, especially horror pictures, have suffered from the overuse of computer-generated imagery. Number 7. Chucky originally had his goofy theme song. Before Bear McCreary produced the scary theme song for the reboot of Chucky, Joe Renzetti had made theme music for the doll during its production of the first film in the Child's Play series. McCreary is responsible for composing the terrifying theme song for the Chucky relaunch. Considering it was a toy for youngsters, it would make sense to give it a theme tune. However, the entirety of the theme tune was cut out before it was ever used in the film. The initial composition was planned to be the one used for selling the toy in the series so that the music would fit into the film. However, this did not end up being the case. However, in later incarnations of the character, both reboots and reinterpretations, the employment of a theme song became more standard practice. Number 6. The movies get super meta. It is a well-known truth that over the series, the movies have ranged from straightforward horror to self-aware humor similar to that of Scream. Because of this, the canon has been seriously confused along the way, leading to several problems. To begin, Jennifer Tilly, the voice of Chucky's real-life girlfriend when she transforms into a doll, plays the role of Jennifer Tilly in the show. On the other hand, there is a film in which Jennifer Tilly plays the role of herself, and in which the character Tiffany, as voiced by Tilly, also stars. There is even a scenario in which both of them are on the phone with Chucky simultaneously, and their voices are utterly unrecognizable from one another at any point during the conversation. Number 5. Chucky inspired some real-life crimes. When it comes to the doll being linked to actual acts of violence in our culture, there is not just one instance of this happening. Since then, a number of heinous acts have been performed in the name of the horrifying doll, which is as gruesome as possible. Many have asserted that the character incites unpleasant and violent conduct in younger children and adolescents. One of the most heinous acts involved torturing and ultimately killing a 16-year-old girl after being subjected to such treatment for several days by a gang of individuals. The victim had a significant number of wounds, which provided strong evidence that the gang had been motivated by the doll and was attempting to emulate its activities. Number 4. There were almost thousands of Chuckies in the sequels. One of the Child's Play film's climaxes takes place at a factory reproducing good guy dolls, where Chucky can blend in with a sea of replicas. It's perfect for a scary movie because you never know what's going to happen around the next turn. But unfortunately, the scene finishes with Chucky being beaten and melted down. Fans who pay close attention know that when Chucky is melted down, his body parts are distributed to hundreds of other good guy dolls, each of which has the potential to become evil and possessed in its own right. Even the film's director stated that this was the goal, but they never had the money to pull it off in the sequels. The idea was eventually repurposed, though. Number 3. One of the movies features a bizarre disclaimer. Many Child's Play films have had very distinct tones. Though the first one was mostly horror, they have strayed into the slapstick humor and pop culture parody, resulting in this strange notice. Due to a sequence when Chucky and his wife Tiffany blew up a car on the highway that was purported to belong to Britney Spears, complete with a Britney license plate and a Britney doppelganger in the driver's seat, all Bride of Chucky advertising said that Spears had no involvement with the film. Number 2. Chucky is voiced by the same actor as the movies. Chucky's voice is one of the elements that has remained consistent throughout the Chucky series, despite the fact that some aspects of the series may alter from those of the movies. Brad Dourif, who has provided the voice of Chucky ever since the beginning of the franchise, provides the voice for the character in the series. Number 1. Chucky's new owner is gay. In the television series, Chucky's new master is a young man named Zachary Arthur, who is only 14 years old. Zachary is going through a lot, including being tormented at school, much like all of Chucky's previous owners did, and he's also the current owner of Chucky. The fact that he is gay will only serve to make his life more difficult in the long run. His inability to blend in with the rest of his class makes him an ideal candidate for Chucky to use as a pawn in his game. And that's it. Now we'd love to hear from you. What's your favorite Chucky movie or fact? Let us know in the comments below. And if you're a fan of the franchise, don't forget to share this video with your fellow horror enthusiasts. Thanks for watching, and we can't wait to hear what you have to say. Until next time, happy haunting!